Hi there, welcome to Incourage. My name is Theo. I'm glad you're here. In this channel, we discuss life matters, things that matter to you, things that matter to me, things that bring us together because we are, after all human beings sharing this space called the world that we live in. Encourage is made for people like you, people like me, people who are going through things and people who are going through life, experiencing many difficulties, especially in these days. And not forgetting the past few years where we've experienced one of the most phenomenal experiences ever, where people were being quarantined in their own homes, not being able to move around. This just been a time of reflecting and growing internally for those who managed to grow. But some of us, our brothers and sisters, mothers and fathers, have suffered uncurable and unrecoverable situations, and we're facing another form of that pandemic in the form of mental health issues, where people could not cope and are not coping with life after such an experience. For this reason, I've thought to come out and be a support to someone, extend a hand, a helping hand, and extend, a place and platform for people to share ideas and thoughts. Personally, I value life because life is valuable, because people are valuable. Life is precious, and whilst we're still on earth, I might as well make good use of mine in sharing it with you. Opportunities to talk things through, to find solutions to problems. But before we talk all about all that, I'd like to introduce today, the first introductory video, a question to you on what is your life founded on? What are the foundations on which your life is based? Talking about foundations, it makes me remember about a story, a very important analogy about foundations that it was shared by the most influential person in the history of the world, the only person who divided time itself. He shares a story about a foolish man and a wise man. And the story goes something like this. A wise man is one who hears the words of the teaching of this master. He is like a man who builds his house on rock. The winds blow, the rain comes pouring, but this house stands because it was built upon a rock. But the one who was foolish was one who heard the words of this teaching, and yet he did not do anything that he heard. Instead, he did whatever he wanted. And he's like a man who built his house on sand. The foundations on which he was laying his life, he was building his house, were sand. You know what happens when wind comes? It blows away the sand. The water comes, it moves the sand. Therefore, the foundation of that house was standing on nothing, and the house fell to ruins. This man had nothing left. What do you think about that story? On what foundation is your life built on? Is it the relativism rather, of this current generation that says your truth and my truth? Or is it founded on principles that have been proven and tested time and time again, that they do not change? Principles like love, which we all know and want to talk about. But what is love? Principles like truth. What is truth? Is truth the same if I'm in Australia, if I'm in Africa, or whether I'm in China or UK, is truth. Truth. These are principles that we cannot just, give relative answers to. We need to know something that we can found on our lives on and build on. And this is what I'm here to share. I'm saying you may be going through depression, may be going through many mental challenges right now. Others have gone through hardships, financial hardships, even losing their jobs, losing even loved ones, when things were already not okay around us. But on what is your life built on? Are you able to stand when you fall? When the hardships of life come, are you able to stand? So from the youth who's on the street struggling to overcome drug addiction, to the father who has lost a child, sometimes in the womb, these are hard times. That grandma whom you used to play around with, but now cannot even remember you, can hardly have a conversation with you. That young children's hospital ward that is filled with kids with cancer. How do you cope with that? And what does that mean? So let us go on this journey together, the journey of encouragement. Yes, it's called encouragement because it's about building in you a courage to stand through times. And let us build that courage together. Don't forget to subscribe, like, share. I would like to hear from you, so do drop in a comment, a question, or share a testimony that might encourage someone. Thank you. Looking forward to many more times of sharing with you. God bless.